Hey guys, these are 5 reasons why the S9 is better than the S8. Let's do this. Okay, this is terrible.
First on the list are the dual stereo speakers. The biggest improvement the S9 has over the S8 are those dual speakers you will find on the newer version. Well, at least according to me, the S9 sounds so good and is much louder compared to its predecessor. This means that gaming and media consumption will be more enjoyable on the S9. The louder speakers are thanks to Samsung adopting the style of repurposing the front-facing earpiece as a loudspeaker for audio playback. So now we have music coming from the bottom mounted speaker and the front as well. Second is that fingerprint reader. Do you remember these?
Now I think the top fingerprint sensor might look a little bit better in some cases, but it is definitely harder to reach. Even with my larger hands, I legit dislike this location.
The only real downside is kind of a big one. The fingerprint sensor has moved to the back and not in a sensible centerline location, but higher up in a small crater that's hard to feel out and easy to confuse with the camera lens.
Now the other consequence of this big screen is that Samsung had to move the fingerprint sensor onto the back of the phone. And it's probably the only real misstep with the S8's design.
Now if you're freaking out wondering, did they remove the fingerprint reader? Nope, they just moved it to a stupid awkward place on the back.
Seems like Samsung was listening and they have rectified the S8's biggest flaw, the fingerprint reader placement. With the S9, the reader has been placed right below the camera, thus making it easier for users to scan their fingers without smudging their lenses. The reader is still small, and before you get used to it, you might find yourself trying to scan your finger with the lens, but I cannot downplay the importance of having the fingerprint reader in the right position. Following that is the improved build quality. One underrated improvement the S9 has over the S8 is its build quality. Samsung made the aluminum chassis on the S9 stiffer while using thicker glass to protect the display, thus making the S9 20% more likely to survive drops than the S8. With a glass-on-glass design and that price tag, this improvement should be topping that list. And it's not just the improved build quality, there are better cameras as well. It is almost obvious that the newer device would have a better camera regardless of the brand. However, Samsung made a world's first with the S9. The S9 has a 12 megapixel camera with dual aperture, something that we've not seen on a smartphone before, meaning that the camera is well tailored for both well-lit and low-light situations. Aside from the dual aperture, the S9 has a sort of gimmicky feature, super slow-mo, that records videos at 960 frames per second, stretching a 2 seconds clip to 6 seconds. Even better for S9 Plus users who get a dual camera setup that will allow users to take portrait shots and 2x optical zoom. Finally, we have intelligent scan. At this point, we agree that Apple did set the trend for the return of facial unlock as a desirable feature on smartphones. However, Samsung took a different route and implemented intelligent scan, which combines their facial scanning technology and iris scanning to present the user with a more reliable and more secure facial unlock method. Well, that's it. Those were 5 reasons why the S9 is a better device than the S8. Tell us what you think. Would you get the S9 or would you rather go buy the S8? And if you have an S8, would you upgrade to the S9? So, until next time, my name is Saruni Maina and I'll see you guys. Kwaheri.
As a bonus, we get AR emoji on the S9. So, I don't know how you will feel about this, but personally, I don't like it that much. I hardly use it. I honestly think I only used it the last time when I was trying to show people how it works. But it's here and the S8 doesn't have it. So S9 wins. Ha!